Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you a game between Lilienthal and Capablanca. This amazing chess game was played in Hastings in 1935. Andre Lilienthal had white pieces and he started with d4. Capablanca played knight to f6, c4, e6, knight to c3, bishop to b4. The Nimzo-Indian defense. a3 Saemisch variation. Bishop takes on c3 check. Pawn takes bishop. b6 intending bishop to b7. White to move. Lilienthal played f3 intending e4. d5. If bishop to b7 then e4. So we have d5. Bishop to g5 pinning the knight. Still intending e4. Asking a question. Bishop to h4 keeping the pin. Bishop to a6. Threatening bishop takes on c4, e4, bishop takes on c4, bishop takes on c4, d takes on c4. White to move. How would you continue? Lilienthal considered e5, but he didn't find anything special in it, so he played queen to a4 check. If e5, then black plays g5. If pawn takes knight, g takes on h4 and black is okay, and let's go back. If bishop to g3, knight to d5 and black is fine. Back to our game. So, queen to a4 check, queen to d7, queen takes on c4. It may be just an optical illusion, but white has a better center. What do you think? I am sure that Lilienthal was pleased with his opening. Queen to c6, offering to exchange queens. Capablanca was known as a brilliant endgame player. Queen to d3. Lilienthal wants to keep queens on the board, sensing that he had a chance in the middle game with his impressive center. Was he right? Let's see. Knight from b to d7, knight to e2, rook to d8, lining the rook with the white queen. Lilienthal castled, kingside, a5, queen to c2, moving off the d file. If something like king to h1, black may play knight to e5 and after queen moves knight to c4. Back to our game. So we have queen to c2, queen to c4, f4, rook to c8. This is the critical position of the game. It is white to move. What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? What does the general rule says? If your opponent in the castle, what should you do then? Ideally, you want to open the e file. How would you do that? Lilienthal played f5, e5, d takes on e5, queen takes pawn on e4. Again offering to exchange queens. So we have reached the most critical position of the game. It is white to move. What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Please pause and find the best move for white. What did you find? Capablanca was counting on this continuation. Queen takes on e4, knight takes on e4. It is about equal, but Capablanca, being a better endgame player, could even win from this position with the black pieces. Back to our game. So, if queen takes queen is not a move, what is the move? Lilienthal played. Are you ready to see the move? Lilienthal played the most amazing move of his whole life. Pawn takes knight. People watching this commented, "Poor Lilienthal, he was under pressure and he blundered his queen." But what they didn't know, when queen dies in a game, she comes back to life in another game. Well, Capablanca collected the free queen. And now people watched Lilienthal's face. He acted as if everything was normal. Is there any compensation for white for a sacrifice queen? How would you continue? Lilienthal continued as planned. Pawn takes pawn on g7, threatening pawn takes rook, promoting the pawn into a queen. Rook to g8. White to move. And now Lilienthal played a key move. And this amazing combination, which Capablanca perhaps didn't see. And the move is knight to d4, attacking the queen. And where is the queen going? Queen to e4 was played. Let's take it back. Let's say queen to b2, saving the queen. Then one line goes like this. Rook from a to e1 check. Knight to e5. Rook takes on e5 check, king to d7. Rook to d5 check, king to e8. Rook to e1 check. Queen to e2. Rook takes queen checkmate. All white pieces are extremely active. Back to our game, queen to e4. Rook from a to e1, pinning the queen. Knight to c5, rook takes on e4 check. Knight takes on e4. Rook to e1, pinning the knight. Rook takes on g7, rook takes on e4 check. Capablanca played king to d7. Capablanca made this move and then resigned. Nobody knows why. Just kidding. For the entertainment purpose, I will show you just one line. Well, f6 is also possible by white, but another line goes like this, rook to e7 check. If king goes to d6, then f6, let's say rook to h7, bishop to g3 check, king to d5, bishop takes on c7, and black is facing a slow and a painful death. And let's go back. If king goes to d8, then knight to c6, check, mate. Lilienthal played the best game of his life and won brilliantly against one of the greatest world champions of all time. What do you think of this game? Thank you for watching and bye for now.